Good morning, everyone. This is Jamarica from Jamarica Life. Let me take these out. I hope you all hear me. So today we are going to cut down some brush. I've already started because I was listening to another YouTuber, but I want to show you what sometimes you have to do with if you have bushes or you have trees or sometimes weeds turn into trees or into bushes that you don't necessarily want. Now, there is a holly bush that I put out there, I don't know, 15 years ago, that is way overgrown. We've cut it down before, but it grew back. So now it's my turn to cut it down again. I don't know. I wish I had planted it on the back fence, and I put one back there, but I wish I had put both back there because the thing is about 12 feet tall. I've already cut down some of the bushes. I got my gloves with me, and there are weeds that have intertwined with that thing. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut the holly bush down as well as the weeds that have grown into the holly bush and, whatever else there's in there. So let's go and get to it, all right? First things first, I'm gonna show you what I've already done. Come on, Philly. I got all of my body armor on. I should have long sleeves on, but I'm gonna put my gloves on because the holly bush has thorns. I have my hedge trimmer, and then I have that little saw that I purchased about a month ago. That thing is coming in really handy. It's really lightweight. I also have a chainsaw, but that thing is, heavy, and I don't like carrying it. This is heavy enough for me. I'm getting, I don't want to work harder. I just want to work smarter. So let me show you what I've already done. Let's put this down. And that's the bush I'm talking about, that orange thing in the back and on the ground. And I know I should have brought you all along from the very beginning because I noticed that one of my bushes was going into the fence that my neighbor, her dad, and her husband put up. And I don't want this thing because it was going into their fence. And I know they worked really hard on it. So I cut all of this back. See that? Cut all of this back to make sure that it doesn't hit the fence. I think I'm gonna cut a couple more branches off, although I think that this will clear their fence. Yeah, I think I might cut off a couple more branches. I'm just gonna make sure that it doesn't do anything because they were out here for days doing that stuff. This is what I've cut off so far. Peach tree was also out of control. They were growing into each other and they were shading out. This is a lime tree. Was shading it out. See how the lime tree is going this way? That's because this, which is a red tip pontineum, which is a bush, but it's grown into a tree. You see that? It was covering it up. So I cut some of the peach tree back and I cut some of the red tip pontineum back. There were some dead branches in here. Like this one is a dead branch on this peach tree. So I'm probably gonna cut this branch completely off. It doesn't make any sense for it to be here. And most of all, I want to go to the other side. Let me go ahead and put my gloves on. I already have my boots on because most likely well, I'm hoping there's not a snake in there, but there might be. We'll see. Let's go and get it. I guess I'm going to hedge it first, and then for the bigger branches, I'm going to go ahead and use that little saw and get them down. That's what I'm going to do. Close this up. I don't know why they put it like this. They put the thing backwards so that you can't close this. All right. Here are the two tools of the trade. Look, I got all kind of stuff in this thing. All right, I'm probably gonna need a rake, but that's cool. Put this right here out of my way just in case I have to make a mad dash out of that area. Here we go. Ta-ta. Let me go and get the wheelbarrow because this thing is thorny and I don't want to get all stuck up. Well, least amount of sticks as possible. How about that? So this is what we've cut down, or I've cut down so far, which is quite a bit. And I'm going to put it in the back corner over here, where my compost pile is. So I'm going to have to move all of this, which is basically a tree in itself. Philomena, get over here, which is a tree in and of itself. And we're just gonna keep going until I run out of steam. And it's gonna go back here in this back corner of the yard where I keep all of the stuff. And I, you know, this thing is high 1 minute, and then the next minute it just, you know, it gets flat because it's decomposing. It takes longer for bushes to decompose, but man, look at that. I put that out here about what, 4 months ago, and it's already, you know, withered down to almost nothing. So this is where we're gonna put it. This is the corner right here. So let's go ahead and get to it. Had I known, I would have never planted this thing. Never. They show them all cute and small. They turn into a monster plant. Don't tip, wheelbarrow. All right, let me go ahead and take it to the back of the yard. Clear it as I go, right? Let's see if y'all can see way back there. We're going way back. Way back there. Let me find a good spot for you guys. There we are. Let me pick up a little bit more. Less trips the better, right? Let's go with this sticky mess, huh? Shoot. You know what? First of all, push all those you. I got sidetracked. Let's go back over here. Work on this bush a little bit more. At least want to take it down to right here. That's where it should be. It should have never got this tall. Never. All right, girl. I'll just spree out of here. So much for the Tide Talk. The battery is dead. No lights. All right. Should I get the chainsaw? So let's go ahead and charge this thing, and then while we're picking up the brush that's already cut down. I just don't have the strength for that other one. Had I started with the regular chainsaw, it would have been completely different. But at this point, I am running on fumes, and I just want to get it done without hurting myself. So you take the battery out. I did put oil in this thing right there. Okay. And you charge the battery by doing this. This cord comes with it. There's a little hole right here, right there, right there. And you just plug it into the wall. It's on one bar right now, and I need it back on 5. So we're gonna plug this up, and yep, the cord lights up, but the equipment doesn't. So there's a little red light right there. You see that? So that means it's charging. Let's go back outside and pick up the brush that we have. And by then, maybe this thing will be on maybe 4 or 5 bars, hopefully. The only problem I have with this Tide Talk, and this thing is super inexpensive, is that debris collects in this area right here, and you have to pull it out because it jams it up. See that? There's some right here. I'm just pulling stuff out. Not a lot on here, and the chain sometimes gets off groove. That's about it. I don't have to worry about it starting because I don't have a battery attached to it anyway. That's why I'm messing with it like this. But see that? I gotta get the chain back on. That's what I need to do. Chain is off kilter. Just put it back on, Jamerica. Keep on going till you get it on there. The problem is in the equipment. Something in there is throwing it off. Yeah, there's something in there throwing it off. I got coffee on, guys. Let me turn this thing off before it turns into soot. See that? It's off kilter right now. Did I break it? I didn't break it. I put oil on it. Yeah, it's coming off. The thing gave me a screwdriver. How do you disconnect this thing? Think I got it. Yeah, there's something in here. How do you get it off? Oh, there's a screw. You gotta be careful. Gotta be smarter than the equipment. There's a screw right here. And I feel oil on my hand. The screw that comes off. Yeah, all kind of debris was in here. All that stuff fell off. I'm not mechanically inclined either. But here I go. Messing with something that I don't know how to fix. Let's see if I get this thing back together. All right. So, let's see. I know that this goes on here, right? Right. That goes on there. Wait a minute. Put this on the chain. All right. Tell I never did a chainsaw before. I know a lot of things, but I'm learning as I go, as you can see. Put that on there. All right. There we go. And see all that debris in there? That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot. So we'll move this up. All right, move it up. Moving on up to the, I don't know the song. Move that out of the way. All right. sure I get the chain on the equipment. Pull it up. Okay, it's on there. Now all I have to do is get this. No, that doesn't belong there. Get this on here. It's like blocks. Let's hold that steady. Rock steady is backwards, I think. Roll ready. Okay, I got that on there. All right, and then let's make sure this thing is tight. Here's my thing. Pull it tight, like you know what you're doing, Jamaica. Let's pray. I didn't read the directions. Screw this back on. See that? I screwed it back on. My chain is on there. Hopefully it's tight enough. Let me loosen it back up. Wait a minute. Loosen that up. Pull this out. And tighten it up. Uh-oh. Shoot. Don't know my own strength. All right. Hopefully it's on there now. Good enough. We're going to wait till this thing charges up. It's already on 3. It charges quickly. She's going to be upset. I locked her in the house. She wasn't paying attention. I heard her move. Maybe she's tired. I took her for a walk this morning because we're starting our health journey. Even though out here is exercise, I feel like it's not enough. Not enough. So I'm going to do more. Walk my dog at least once a day and try to keep it up. Today was day 1, so. All right, so here's the debris. Let's go ahead and get this stuff up and take it over there. Let's go. I don't know if the wheelbarrow's gonna help. I'm just gonna do the best I can, huh? Get it over there. Just get it over there. They're big branches, so it shouldn't take me long. It's them little ones over there that I got a problem with. And they got thorns on it. These don't. Jamaica tired. Let's go over here. I got a couple of branch here. Trip hazards. We pick them up along the way. Let's go over there and let me show you the brush pile and what it looks like right now. Getting dark. Maybe it's gonna rain. And my dog went to the bathroom somewhere. She always does that. Ooh, tree is attacking me. So here's what we just brought over here. Let me go this way. And that's the brush pile. Okay. There you go. Let's finish up. Little by little. Getting it done. Of course it falls down. It's close, huh? Of course it fell down, guys. Kids' footballs. I'll go and get in a minute. Them kids lost their football. All right, here we are. There's a wheelbarrow with the brushes on the other side. It fell over. And this one has thorns on it. I just really want this sticking out. Nice and tidy. Okay. I'm done. All right, let's go back inside and see if that saw is charged. Bring the wheelbarrow to where it belongs, and then we're gonna get the thing. Did I trip over yes? Go over there where you belong. Move all the twigs out the way because they'll trip you up and then you hurt yourself. Won't be able to do nothing. I'm gonna take the wheelbarrow to the other side, and then we're gonna go and check on the saw. Bring it back out and get down as much as we can. I think the sky's getting ready to open up, which means it might rain. Yay! All right, let's go and see if it charged up. It doesn't take long apparently, so I got my trimmer here, but I prefer using that thing. It could cut bigger sticks or bigger branches than that trimmer. The hedger is just for like little stuff, like leveling stuff off. When you get to like an inch thick stems, it's not good for that. You'll break your hedger. So I've had the thing for a long time. I don't want to buy another one, so I don't know how much they cost, but I'm pretty sure they doubled by now. I think I've had that thing for like, I don't know, 7-8 years. So maybe longer. So let's go and see if this thing has charged. What's wrong with you, boo? Yeah, I left you. You weren't paying attention and I left you. The floor is all messed up now. I got all the debris from this thing. Let's see. I'll bring you down here. Let's see if it lights up like a Christmas tree, huh? Pull these gloves off. Unplug it, and there we are. All except one is lit up. That's good enough for me. Let's go back outside. And I'm back. The sun is out. Philly. Philly's the only one I could let out. The Chihuahua, hopefully he ain't out here. That hawk is around and he's smaller than chickens. He's waiting at the door. Poor thing. I have to watch him I have to watch him because of the hawks. Sometimes he gets out and he runs out into the middle of the yard like he ain't small. He's the biggest thing out there. And that hawk will just pick him up and fly off with him. That'll be it. You'll see me crying. Talking about my dog's gone. That's my lap dog right there. He wouldn't even know what to do. He's not a mean Chihuahua. So, all right. So we got a little bit left. A little bit lot. This thing is all intertwined in the fence. Shoot. I might leave that there because that's leaving that fence. That's holding that fence up. I'll just cut off this part right here. This part. Let's go. I know this is not the best yard and not the best fence, but it's, it's working right now. So I don't want to spend no money on no fence. Oh, Lord. This ain't gonna work no more. Get out of the way. All right, girl. broke my tatak. I think I broke my tatak. See that? Fell apart. It wasn't meant for big jobs like this. This is my second one, by the way. This is a newer one. There's oil in it. So I'll fix it. Let's go ahead and get these. Ouch, ouch. Let me get these thorny things out of here. You know where I'm taking it. To the other side. Y'all, it's bigger than you thought it was, huh? It's half acre. All right. Let's just grab them by the bottom. Try to get all the thorns off. Drag them across the yard. Ouch. Ooh, it's not the best. I'll come back and I'll clean it up some more, little by little. There it is. Way less than it was. I got down all those weeds, because those were weeds. Those trees that were growing, shoot, I got them just in time, because once they get really big, you got to pay to get them taken down. You can't take them down yourself, so better I did it now. Let's get this and pick up the rest of this stuff and get up out of here. Moving slow, girl. Moving slow. side. I think it grew on the other side of the fence. That's fine. As long as it don't take down the fence. I need to get more, all of it off of my side. All of it. I don't want none of that holly bush no more. It's bad news. Woo. Dun da da dun dun dun. Dun da da dun 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 dun. My get up and go has got up and gone. So you can see I'm tired and I'm sweating. It's getting ready to get hot. It's about 70, 75 right now. It's gonna warm up. Come on, Philly. Philomena. You hear her, but you don't see her, huh? She's here. So I'm gonna take a seat and put my gloves down where I can find them, because apparently they came in handy this time. I'm glad I bought these. I thought they were cute. They had little daisies on them. Or is it sunflowers? I'm delirious right now. It don't matter to me. I think it's sunflowers, or maybe it's daisies. I don't know. I think it's sunflowers. So let's go and talk. So you saw I cut down all those bushes. Had I hired somebody, I probably would have paid a couple of $100 for that. Something that I could do myself. I didn't want to do it, but I knew that I couldn't let it get any worse than it was. I still have to go out there and finish up, but it's going to be a lot easier now. Look at my shirt. Sweat equity. You can't be afraid to sweat or work manually in order to keep the things you love and you want. You buy the things that you want because you make sacrifices and do a lot of the work yourself. That's how people save money on them homesteads. They don't hire people. They go ahead and patch it together and use whatever skills they have to get it done, because money don't grow on trees. I always talk about money, right? And somebody said on my live the other day that we are frugal. I buy some expensive stuff. But, however, I also buy some inexpensive stuff like that Tie Talk. I gotta go out there and get it, by the way. And, sometimes the cheap can become expensive. Although, I don't believe that thing was made for that, because I took that Tie Talk out to the woods and was cutting down pines, and that thing is still running. So I think it was what I was cutting down. I think that's what it was. Plus, it's not broke. The chain just came off, and maybe I put the chain on wrong. So I'll go and put it back together. It's not broke. It's just the chain just came off. So I'll just put the chain back on and use it again, because the thing still works. The thing is, I'll take this off. The thing is, do most of the work yourself if you can. It helps you with your health, and it keeps money in your pocket. Sweat equity, that's what it's called. Some people wonder how some people make it. Like, some people don't make a lot of money, but my grandmother told me since I was a little girl, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. I'd rather have a couple of $1,000s in the bank than have a Louis Vuitton purse and no money in the bank. That's the difference. I walk around with a cloth bag, or in the pocketbook that I do have as a fancy bag. I've had that for a long time, and it's not a Louis. Not Louis Vuitton. It's not a Prada. It's not a, what was that one I wanted? A Fendi bag? A Fendi spy bag is what I wanted. I can't rationalize that because I'd rather have that money somewhere else. Buy a piece of land or something. Because shoot, some of those bags run about $6,000. And you could buy about 10 acres in Texas for $6,000, believe it or not. Or excuse me, 60 grand. At least you'll have 10% down, $6,000 per acre. That's what I meant to say. You get an acre of land for $6,000 and you walk around a little pocketbook that somebody could snatch off your shoulder. Don't make no sense to me. But if that's what makes you happy, you do you. And I'm gonna do what I do. I try to live within my means. You know what I really dislike? So I was an adult in the 80s where very few people had credit cards. Think in the military we had a Diners Club card, which was a credit card that the military had for when we went temporary duty, TDY, and that's when you were supposed to use it. But since the credit card industry has came out, it used to be layaway, but with layaway, you couldn't rent to own. Rent to own, you got to take it home, but layaway, like at Walmart, they would take the product, put it in a shelf, and you would just pay on it and get it out. That's how my mom got a lot of her Christmas presents. She would go and put everything on layaway and pay on it little by little. And then just before Christmas, all the moms would line up and they go and pay it off and get their kids toys. First of all, it stopped your kids from finding the toys because we used to search the house. She would get them like maybe a week or 2 weeks prior to Christmas, but she would lay them away like in summertime, maybe before that. I remember her going paying on stuff, her and my auntie going and paying on it and paying on it and paying on it. They did not have any interest accrued on that. I don't think there was no interest accrued on that. You just had to pay it off. And the stores would hold on to the stuff for you until you paid it off. I don't think they do layaway anymore. Credit cards, man. Ooh. Them jokers want you to have them. They want you to have that kind of debt. That's bad debt. And it's hard to get out of it. I have credit cards. I'm gonna try to get back to the way I lived in the 80s where I didn't have one, because the only ones that I think I want to keep, and I talked to Tractor Supply also, are the ones from Home Depot, Lowe's, and Tractor Supply. And I want those cards to only be able to use those cards at those stores. That's the only way I could discipline myself, because I find myself going on Amazon all the time and all other kind. They're beating each other up. The turkey is beating. Them turkeys are getting mean now. They got tired of getting beat up. The turkeys were being terrorized. Now they showing they stuff. They're like, you know what? I'm bigger than you, and I ain't gonna let you beat me up. And that's not even the biggest one. That's like one of the little ones. That's funny. But I'm trying to get out of that. They want you to have it. That's bad debt. I don't care what they say. Bad debt. And they make it so hard to get out of it. And they raise your limits. I want that credit card, the prepaid credit card, where you put money on it and you put yourself on a budget. That's what I want. You look at your credit report and it brings down your credit score. The more, what do they call it? A bad day in Las Vegas. The more bad day in Las Vegas money you have available, the lower your credit score is going to be. And you may need that credit one day, so try to skim them down. Keep one or two of them. Get rid of the rest of them. And the funny thing is, I go to all these stores, right? Costco. Everybody got a credit card. Target. I think Walmart got one now. Everybody got their own credit card. They getting a kickback. I don't care what they say. They getting a kickback. Shoot, you ain't get rich off of my little money. Keep me in bondage, because that's what it is. It's bondage. Anyway, point is, do what you can yourself. Put a little sweat equity in. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's only gonna make you stronger, mentally and physically. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life. I thank you guys for being with me. You saw me cut down them bushes. It's not the best, but it's absolutely not the worst. And guess what? It was free labor. I'll see you guys later. Bye. You ready, girl? Let's go inside, Philly. Time to get cleaned up. Clean up, everybody clean up. I'll get that equipment later on. Ain't nobody gonna touch it out there. Nobody want work.